my husband, Mark, passed away in 2012. We owned motels. There were 15 units and 2 houses. And I would say, I don't know why, I would say to him, Mark, don't you ever leave me, because I would never cope with this. And then it did happen. And that was, he was 51. It was surreal and, of course, unexpected and just overwhelming. The sadness, the grief. I think with grief, it's just so raw. At nights I would go to bed and I would just lie in my bed with tears coming out my eyes, just like I'm strong and courageous, you know, this passage in Joshua. And I would say that over and over again until I felt it. And then I would be able to get up and go into the next day. After he passed away, we had security cameras around the motels. And we brought Mark home, and every night until he was buried, there was a tiny angel, I would say it was a boy angel, knelt at the doorway of the office. And I would get up and I would walk out and look for this angel, but I couldn't see it. And I would come back in and I could see it again on the camera. When the day we buried Mark, I never saw that wee angel again. And Dad said, I think that was Mark's angel. So a month after Mark had passed away, I was spending time with the Lord and I had this vision. And in this vision, I could see myself in our office dressed in widow's garments, but they were ink black. And the ink was not only on the outside of the garment, but it was inside me, and it was grief. And then he showed me walking from there into our lounge area, and this most amazing thing happened. It was like translucent light. I can hardly explain. It was so beautiful, coming straight down from the heavens, straight through me, transforming that garment into this beautiful light. But I could feel it. I could not only see it, I could feel it running through me. And he said, I want you to walk out of that widow's garment and into this garment. And I was like, I didn't want to do it. No. I got a friend around, a good Christian friend, and we prayed through that. And it didn't take long for that to actually happen. I stepped out of that widow's garment and I felt guilty going to church, having my hands in the air. I'm like, God, what will people think of me? They'll think I don't love Mark. But I did, I still do. I still do deeply. I still wear his rings. And from that moment on, things changed for me dramatically. A few months after Mark had passed, these guys came in. They were doing some contract work, and to me they were pretty rough. They stayed for months. And during that time, one of them got saved. I took them to church. There was just a mini revival going on. These guys were like, they're a bit like guardian angels, is all I can say. If somebody rough came into the motels, they'd go, it's all right, Miss Shirley, we'll take care of it. You knew their presence was around. If they weren't working, they'd bring in my groceries. I would even go down and play cards with them. They took me to the rugby and laugh. I mean, God knew that I just needed to have that. They just made me laugh so much. We would laugh all the time. So the last day, they came into the office. There were about 6 of them, and they just all stood around and they asked if I would pray over them. And I just prayed the blessing of God, and it was just one of those precious moments, you know, that you have in your life in God. And and they went on their way. One of the guys still keeps in contact. I truly believe that God will just bring people into your lives when you most need them. I want people to know that in their journey of grief, that God can walk us through it. He will comfort you through that grief and bring you out of it. Yeah.
I hope that you experienced the love of Jesus as you watched this video. To see more life transformational stories, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel or explore our website at fantailstudios.com.